Hello and welcome to week 2 of your English 12 class for the first quarter. This week we're going to be starting our play that we will focus on for the rest of the quarter. It's Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice, and I love this play. I saw this play at the Shakespeare Festival in Southern Utah, and I knew I wanted to teach it to seniors because there are so many different topics and themes that we can discuss. And this week we will begin by discussing prejudice because you will see the main villain in the play is Jewish, and that is a major theme in this play. So we will begin this week with reviewing plagiarism. I want you to watch this quick video on how to avoid plagiarism and then sign this plagiarism agreement that lets me know that you understand what plagiarism is and that you understand that you're responsible to not plagiarize. Before you begin reading The Merchant of Venice, and you should have received a copy of this at orientation, I want you to talk about any encounters with prejudice that you might have had, whether it be for race, religion, whether it be prejudice against yourself or prejudice that you might have felt towards someone else. There's no right or wrong answer, but we'll have a few of these journals throughout the quarter and throughout the year. And this is just a chance for you to explore your own ideas and opinions. And basically, if you write about the topic and fully answer the questions and write at least 250 words, you will get full credit for this. So make sure you take the time, think about it, and fill out that journal. Next, we are going to participate in the class KWL. KWL stands for know, what do you know? W stands for what do you want to know? And at the end of the quarter, we'll come back to this. It's a Google Doc that everyone can edit. We'll talk about what you have learned about The Merchant of Venice. So this time we're just going to reflect on, do you know anything about Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice right now? And what would you like to learn? And you'll fill that out and everyone will be able to see that. Next, you're going to begin reading The Merchant of Venice. Remember, there are audio links in the very top of your course. Under navigating the course, there is a link to the audio, so you can listen to it as you read along. You're going to read the first act, read this about the context and plot for The Merchant of Venice, and take this practice quiz to make sure you're understanding what's going on in the play. Next, you're going to take this Check Your Understanding quiz, and since this is the first time we will take this, I want to explain that to you. There are lots and lots of Check Your Understanding quizzes throughout this course, throughout the year. These quizzes are just to check your understanding. They're not graded, and in fact, they are usually short answer questions. So they'll ask you to go in and answer questions, typing in the questions. They're not usually multiple choice. Once you're done taking the quiz, click Submit, and it will show that you got a 0 on the test because you didn't type the answers in word for word. But at that point, suggested answers will pop up, and you can just compare what did you answer and what are those suggested answers. And if they're close, if it looks like you're on the right track, then you know you're doing well. If you're way off base, you might want to go back and review and read that the first act again. But again, these do not affect your grade in any way. You may take them as many times as you want. And even though it says you have 0%, again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect your grade. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. But don't worry when it comes up and says you didn't, you got 0% or something. Just take the quizzes. These are for your benefit, and I know the students that have taken these quizzes do really well in the class, and it helps them make sure they're on the right track with the readings. Next, you're going to take, we're going to do some grammar review. Watch this video and take this quiz to make sure you're understanding some of these usage rules that come up over and over again in student writing. And at the end of the week, there is a quiz, a graded quiz, on The Merchant of Venice, Act 1. So this is the one that will count for your grade. So make sure that you have reviewed and read the material. Another word about quizzes, most times Graded quizzes, I give you 2 attempts, and your final score is the average of your 2 scores. That is to prevent people, in the past I know students go in, take the quiz without reviewing the material, without reading anything, fail the quiz, but then they know what the answers are and they can go back and just look for the answers and then get 100% the next time they take the quiz. That won't work so well with the way my quizzes are set up. If you fail the first time and then you get 100% the second time, you're still going to get a low score because it's the average of the 2 scores. So make sure that you are prepared before you take the quizzes and you'll do really well. And that's it for week 2. Let me know if you have any questions.